go. In my ethics class, we were reading the book Second Chances by Chuck Gallagher. Mr. Gallagher had a poem in his book that spoke of pain and sorrow and suffering and having to hold back your pain. This is very similar to something that I felt last year because around 2 days before Thanksgiving last year, I tried to commit suicide and kill myself. I actually wrote something pretty similar to his poem around this time, and I wanted to read that to you today. Excuse the jackbutts who don't know how to drive respectfully. I can't do much about that. I wish that I could really explain this. How all of this feels. How to feel completely and entirely helpless. I guess I could put on a good facade, because my mom really seems to believe that I'm okay. That I'm fine. Who knew that she could be so wrong? I feel like I'm barely holding on to reality anymore. I feel like I'm going insane. Nothing is fun anymore. I say that I love this music, lies. I say that the movie was great and was really moving, lies. I say that I'm having fun, whoa, more lies. I am trying so hard, but everything I seem to do just seems so useless. I'm so tired lately. All I really ever want to do is sleep. My eyes are sore and filled with a mix of hopelessness and exhaustion. My mind, that was once filled with thousands of racing thoughts battling each other to be heard, is now silent. I am no longer able to form proper thoughts, and it has become difficult to speak. Forming a sentence is like pulling teeth. Speaking feels like I have cotton stuck in my mouth. It's like I choke the words out. My hands are cold and shaky. I don't want to eat anymore. I feel so sick and disgusted. I can't help but to cover my body in baggy clothing. Anything to hide the scars that show my past and the hideous body that bears them. Laughing has become so difficult, but sleeping seems so damned easy. It's where I'm able to escape everything. But honestly, I don't even know what it is that I'm escaping anymore.
Thank you.
It's like I've walked into quicksand. At first, I struggled to get out, in turn making myself sink faster. But now, it's like I have somehow accepted my fate. And in doing so, I began to sink slower and slower. This process seems to be never ending. The process of bloody knuckles and broken promises, self-hatred and broken mirrors, numbers on scales, a constant stream of medicine that will never be able to give me my sanity, feeling completely and entirely hopeless. Fighting with my mom until there's no fight left, skipping meals, ignoring calls and text messages, forgetting important dates because I'm too busy trying to remember how to function properly, where fights with my mom turn into her yelling and throwing things out of anger as I sit there and stare out at nothing as the numbness encases my body, where I can't stand family time anymore, where I turn my shower water to the hottest temperature and just stand there as it scorches my skin, but I can barely feel it. Where all I want is to run into an empty classroom so that I can lock the door, turn out the lights, blast my music, and curl into a ball so that I can find some form of comfort. Where I wish so badly that I could just get my mom to understand that things are not how they used to be. Teachers no longer give a damn about their students. The students that struggle are assumed to not care about the class, so then the teacher basically hates the student and then treats the student like crap. This happened too many times. Needless to say, that adds more stress onto the student. Where I walk down the hallway and hear laughter and see girls that resemble the Cheshire Cat. Their eyes dance with laughter, and I can't help but to think that they are laughing at me. I have heard the words from others so many times that eventually they became my own. They were carved into my skin at too young of an age. So when I hear laughter and see their dancing eyes, I can't stop my mind, my demons, from jumping out and taking control. They give me reason after reason as to why they could be laughing at me. You're too fat, disgusting, ugly, clumsy, stupid, useless, forgetful. More and more and more. My mind never seems to be quiet. That's why I'm so worried when things go silent. because I know they're going to come back, and no matter what I do, I will never be able to find true happiness. I date jerks who treat me like crap. I've been hurt too many times, and I've covered them with too many lies. I think that it's really funny that we go to therapists so that we can talk about what is going on and how we are feeling. But as soon as you say that you have bad thoughts about suicide or self-harm, they are required by law to alert the authorities. I want help with this stuff, but I can't get it. Because if I say anything, I'll be locked up in a mental hospital. They don't seem to understand that I can't help any form of this. It's not my choice. I can't help it when I'm out walking or look out a window and wonder what it would be like to walk into oncoming traffic. I can't help it when I'm triggered by my own scars. Because cutting is a savior, a drug that I am a fucking addict to. They say that our past does not define us, but I beg to differ, it does. My past defines me, and it is who I am, and from it I have learned many lessons. My past is shown on my skin, on my hair, and in my eyes. It is what people see when they look at me. It is how I live. It is what I breathe, what I see, what I dream about, and it is the basis of my demons. And from this, I am struggling so much with juggling both my past and my present, along with my unadulterated fear for the future. I am so pathetic. To think that I can hide my sad excuse of a mental disorder behind pretty words.